friends, welcome to Math Magnet. Math made easy. This is for all you little geniuses who need a little help with math. Remember to use this video only as a guide to help you solve your math problems after you have attempted to solve them yourselves. Let's get into today's video. Today, let's do chapter 2 fractions. We shall solve questions from practice 3 from workbook for grade 6A. Let's look at the first question. Gopal pours 5 by 8 liters of milk from a jug equally into 2 cups. Find the amount of milk in liters in each cup. So he's got a total of 5 by 8 liters of milk in a jug. He's going to pour it into 2 cups. So how much is there in each cup is the question. So to find that, we will write the information that we have. Total amount of milk is 5 by 8 liters and number of cups that is going to pour is 2. So amount of milk in each cup will be 5 by 8 divided by 2, which can be rewritten as 5 by 8 into 1 by 2. So it becomes 5 by 16 liters. So there is 5 by 16 liters in each cup. The second question. Mei Lin had 5 by 6 of a pie. She divided the pie equally among her 3 siblings. What fraction of the pie did each of her siblings receive? Now here they have clearly mentioned that Mei Lin is only dividing it to her siblings. It's not for herself. So there are number of people that is being divided amongst is 3. Okay. So let us write down the information that we have. Now the pie that is available is 5 by 8. 5 by 6 of a pie is available. And the number of people it is going to be divided is 3. So to find how much each siblings received is 5 by 6 divided by 3, that can be rewritten as 5 by 6 into 1 by 3, that's equal to 5 into 1 by 6 into 3, that is 5 by 18. So each siblings received 5 by 18 of a pie. Question 3. A group of children shared 12 pizzas equally among themselves at a party. Each child received 1 by 4 of a pizza. How many children were there at the party? Now the information that we have is the total number of pizzas and how much each child has received. The question is to find how many children were there at the party. So let us write down the information that we have. The number of pizzas is 12. Each child has received 1 by 4 of a pizza. To find the number of children, it will be 12 divided by 1 by 4. That can be rewritten as 12 into 4 by 1 or 12 into 4, which is equal to 48. So there were 48 children at the party. The next question. A cook divided 12 kg of mashed potato equally into some bowls. There was 3 by 20 kg of mashed potato in each bowl. How many bowls were there? Now here again we have got the information of the total amount of mashed potatoes available, how much kg is there in each bowl, and they've asked you to find the number of bowls. So to do that, we will write the information that we have. Total amount of potatoes 12 kg. Amount of potato in each bowl is 3 by 20 kg. Now the number of bowls can be calculated by dividing 12 by 3 by 20. That can be rewritten as 12 into 20 by 3. Now 3 and 12 cancels out 4 times. So it becomes 4 into 20, which is equal to 80 bowls. So there were 80 bowls. Question 5. Hazif bought 3 by 4 kg of chicken. He repacked the chicken into some bags, each containing 1 by 8 kg of chicken. How many bags of chicken were there? This is a similar question. We have the total amount of chicken and how many kgs are there in each bag. They've asked us to find the number of bags. So let's write down the information that we have. The total amount of chicken is 3 by 4 kg. The amount of chicken in each bag is 1 by 8 kg. Number of bags will be 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 8. So that becomes 3 by 4 into 8 by 1. 4 and 8 cancels out each other 2 times. So it becomes 3 into 2, which is equal to 6. So there were 6 bags of chicken. The next question, question number 6. Rahim has 4 by 5 liters of lime juice left after a party. How many days will he take to finish the remaining juice if he drinks 1 by 5 liters of it each day? Now they have given the total amount of juice that is left after a party, which is 4 by 5 liters. Okay. And then they are asking how many days will he take to finish that remaining juice if he is going to drink 1 by 5 liters on each day. So they are asking the number of days is the question. So total amount of juice that is available with him right now is 4 by 5 liters, and he is going to drink 1 by 5 liters on each day. So the number of days he will take to finish is 4 by 5 divided by 1 by 5. So that will be 4 by 5 into 5. 5 and 5 cancels out each other. It becomes equal to 4. So he will take 4 days to finish the remaining juice. Question 7. Mrs. Lim had a piece of rope that was 3 by 4 meters long. She cuts it into 1 by 10 meter pieces. Now first question A is, how many 1 by 10 meters pieces of rope were there at most? And B, what was the length of the piece of rope that was left over? So here we have a total length of the rope that Mrs. Lim has, and then she has cut into some number of pieces, and each piece is 1 by 10 meters long. So we need to find out how many pieces she has cut such that each of those has 1 by 10 meters long. That will give you the answer for A. So let's solve the A question first. Let's write down the information that we have. Total length of rope is 3 by 4 meters. Length of each piece is 1 by 10 meters. So to find the number of pieces, it will be 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 10, that is 3 by 4 into 10 by 1. Now 4 and 10 cancels out using the two tables. 4 becomes 2, 10 becomes 5. So that will become 3 into 5 by 2, which is equal to 15 by 2. This can be rewritten as 7 1 by 2. Now number of pieces cannot be a mixed number, right? It has to be a whole number. So the number of pieces we will consider as 7. So she was able to cut 7 pieces which were 1 by 10 meters long. Each of these 7 pieces were 1 by 10 meters long. Okay. So the number of pieces here we will consider as 7. Now, if to find, then coming to the B question, what was the length of the piece of rope left over? So, after she cut 7 pieces, each of length 1 by 10 meters, she still had some length of rope left. So, they are asking what is that length of rope? To find that, let's find out what is the length of these 7 pieces. So, we know each piece was 1 by 10. So, for 7 pieces, it will be 7 into 1 by 10, which is equal to 7 by 10. So the length of 7 pieces is 7 by 10. Now if we subtract 3 by 4 from, if we subtract 7 by 10 from 3 by 4, you will get the length of the remaining pieces. So remaining rope. So length of leftover rope will be 3 by 4 minus 7 by 10. Now to do this, we will have to make both into a like fraction to subtract. So 3 by 4 minus 7 by 10 can be rewritten as 30 by 40 minus 7 by 10 can be rewritten as 28 by 40. So 30 minus 28 becomes 2 by 40. So the length of the leftover rope will be 2 by 40, which can be simplified as 1 by 20. So the length of the leftover rope is 1 by 20 meters. Let's look at the 8th question. Miss Shiva pours 2 3 by 5 liters of fruit punch equally into 4 glasses. Find the amount of fruit punch in each glass. Give your answer as a fraction in simplest form. And she buys another 2 liters of fruit punch. How many more glasses containing the same amount of fruit punch as before can she fill at most? So let's solve the first part, which is A. Here we know the total amount of juice is 2 3 by 5 liters, which is 13 by 5 liters. Now she is pouring it into 4 glasses. So the number of glasses is 4. So to find out how much each glass has, we will have to divide 13 by 5 divided by 4, which is rewritten as 13 by 5 into 1 by 4, which is 13 by 20 liters. So each glass had 13 by 20 liters. Now she is buying another 2 liters and she is going to pour into some number of glasses containing, and each glass will contain the same amount of juice, that is 13 by 20. So we need to find the number of glasses. Now we know the additional amount of juice is 2 liters. Amount of juice in each glass will be 13 by 20 liters. So number of glasses will be 2 divided by 13 by 20, that is 2 into 20 by 30, that is equal to 40 by 13. That can be rewritten as a mixed number as 3 1 by 13. So basically she can fill 3 more glasses with each having 13 by 20 liters. Let's look at the ninth question. Rahna used 1 by 6 of a packet of flour to make some muffins and 1 by 4 of it to make a cake. She used the remainder to make some cupcakes. She used 1 by 12 of the packet of flour for each cupcake. How many cupcakes did she make? Now here Rehna has made some muffins, cakes and cupcakes. For muffins she has used 1 by 6 of a packet. For cake she has used 1/4 of it, and whatever is the leftover she is used for making cupcakes. Now they are also saying that she has used 1 by 12 of the packet for each cupcake, and they are asking us to find how many cupcakes she made. Here first step is to find out how much of the flour was left over after making muffins and cake for her to make cupcakes. Okay, that is step number 1. To find that, let's write out the information that we have. Amount of flour used for muffins is 1 by 6. Amount of flour used for cake is 1 by 4. So amount of flour that is left over, which is used for cupcake, will be 1 minus 1 by 6 minus 1 by 4, which will make it into a like fraction and becomes 12 by 12 minus 1 by 6 will become 2 by 12, and 1 by 4 becomes 3 by 12. When you make it into a like fractions for you to perform the subtraction operation. So it becomes 12 minus 2 minus 3, which is equal to 7 by 12. So there was 7 by 12 of the packet left over for making cupcakes. So that information we have. Now the next step, she has used 1 by 12 of the packet of flour for each cupcake. Now we know how much flour is used in each cupcake. Now they are asked us to find the number of cupcakes. Now we know the total flour that is used for all the cupcakes, which is 7 by 12. We know the amount of flour for each cupcake, that is 1 by 12. To find the number of cupcakes, it will be the total, that is 7 by 12 divided by each flour used for each cupcake, that is 1 by 12. So 7 by 12 divided by 1 by 12 can be rewritten as 7 by 12 into 12 by 1. 12 and 12 cancels out, which is equal to 7. So Rehna has made 7 cupcakes. Let's look at the 10th question. Karina had some stickers. 2 by 5 of them were dinosaur stickers and the rest were flower stickers. She divided the dinosaur stickers equally among some boys such that each boy received 1 by 10 of the stickers. She divided the flower stickers equally among girls such that each girl received 1 by 5 of the stickers. So let's see how to go about it. Now, how many boys? The first question is how many boys were there, and B is how many girls were there. So to start off with question A, to find the number of boys, we will have to first deal with the dinosaur stickers, because dinosaur stickers is divided amongst the boys. So the dinosaur stickers is 2 by 5. Now each boy has received how much? 1 by 10. Now to find the number of boys, we will have to divide 2 by 5 divided by 1 by 10. That can be rewritten as 2 by 5 into 10 by 1. 5 and 10 cancels out by 2 times. So it becomes 2 into 2 equal to 4. So there were 4 boys. Now to find the number of girls, we have to see the flower stickers. Now flower stickers is how much? She is saying the rest were flower stickers. To find the rest, we will have to subtract 1 minus 2 by 5. That is 2 by 5 is the dinosaur stickers. So the remaining will be flower stickers. To find the remaining, 1 minus 2 by 5 will be giving you. To do that, we will convert it into a like fractions. So 1 becomes 5 by 5 and 2 minus 2 by 5 will be equal to 3 by 5. So there were 3 by 5 flower stickers that she has divided amongst the girls such that each girl receives 1 by 5. Now to find the number of girls, we will have to divide 3 by 5 divided by 1 by 5. It becomes 3 by 5 into 5 by 1. So 5 and 5 cancels out, which will be equal to 3. So the number of girls were 3. So there were 3 girls. Question 11. Mrs. Hamid used 7 3 by 4 cups of flour to bake a cake, a pie and some loaves of bread. She used 3 by 4 cup of flour to bake the pie and twice as much flour to bake the cake. The question A is, how many cups of flour did she use to bake the loaves of bread? Express your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. Question B, she made 2 identical loaves of bread. how many cups of flour did she use to bake a loaf of bread? Give each answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. Now here Mrs. Hamid we know has 7 3/4 cups of flour. Okay, and she has baked a cake, a pie and some loaves of bread. Now they are given for baking a pie she has used 3/4 cup to bake the pie and she has used twice that amount to bake the cake. Using these two information we will have to find how much is the leftover amount of flour that she has used to bake the loaves of bread. Let's start let's start with the A question. So flour used for the pie is 3/4 of the cup. Flour used for the cake is twice the amount as the flour used for pie. So it becomes 2 times 3/4 which is equal to 3/2. 2 and 4 cancels out 2 times. So it becomes 3/2 of a cup. Okay. Now to find 3/2 can be rewritten as 1/2 cup. Okay. Now the next is to find how much is the flour she is used for baking the bread. So to find that the total cup, that is 7 3/4 minus the amount she is used for pie which is 3/4 minus the amount she is used for the cake which is 1/2. Now again we will write 1/2 as 3/2 for our easier calculation. Now it becomes the 7 3/4 can be rewritten as 31/4 minus 3/4 minus 3/2. Now 3/2 we will have to convert into a like fraction, so it becomes 6/4. So it becomes 28 minus 3/2 equal to 28 minus 6/4 which is equal to 22/4, that is equal to 11/2. So the 11/2 cups she is used to make bread, 2 loaves of bread. Now the question is how many cups of flour did she use to bake the loaves of bread? So she has used 11/2 cups which is equal to 5.5 cups. She has used 5.5 cups to make some loaves of bread. Now coming to question B, they are saying that she has made 2 identical loaves of bread. So she has made 2 similar loaves of breads. So now we know the amount of flour that is used for making these 2 breads which is 5.5 cups. We know she's made 2 breads and they're asking us to find how much flour she's used for 1 loaf of bread. So it becomes flour used for 1 loaf will be 5.5 cups divided by 2, which will be 5.5 into 1/2. 5.5 can be rewritten as 11/2. Now 11/2 into 1/2 equal to 11/4. So 11/4 can be rewritten as 2 3/4 cups. So she has used 2 3/4 cups to make 1 loaf of bread. Let's look at the next question. Question number 12. Joshua used 1/4 of a coil of rope to hold a shelf to the wall. He has kept 4/9 of the remainder and used the rest equally to tie 2 parcels. What fraction of the rope did Joshua use to tie each parcel? Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest. And Joshua had 240 centimeters of rope at first. How long was the rope he used to tie each parcel? So now we know that he used 1/4 of a coil to hold the shelf and he has kept the 4/9 of the remainder and then used the rest equally to tie 2 parcels. So that let us see how to go about it. Let's solve the first question, question A. So we will write, consider the length of the rope as 1 unit. Okay. So rope used for shelf is 1/4 and the remainder amount of rope will be 1 minus 1/4, that will be equal to 3/4. Now of this 3/4, 4/9 has been used, he has kept 4/9 of this 3/4 he has kept with himself. So that will be how much? 4/9 into 3/4 which is equal to 4 and 4 gets cancelled out each other. 3 and 9 cancels out by 3 times. So it becomes 1/3. The rope Joshua has retained with himself is 1/3. And now the rest, that is 3/4 minus 1/3 is what he is used to tie 2 parcels. So that will be 3/4 minus 1/3. We will have to convert it into like fraction, that is 9/12 minus 4/12 which is equal to 5/12. He has used 5/12 of the rope to tie 2 parcels. Now the question is, what fraction of the rope did Joshua use to tie each parcel? So we need to find how much is used for one parcel. So to tie one parcel, we will divide 5 by 12 divided by 2. That becomes 5 by 12 into 1 by 2, which is equal to 5 by 24. So he is used 5 by 24 of the rope to tie one parcel. Now coming to question B, they are giving the value of the initial length of rope, that is 240 centimeters he had. Now he is used, the question is how long was the rope when he used to tie one parcel. Now we know that he is used 5 by 24 of the length of the rope. So 5 by 24 of 240 will give you the length of the rope he is used to tie one parcel. That is 24 and 240 cancels out by 10 times. So 5 into 10 is 50 centimeters. So he is used 50 centimeters of rope to tie one parcel. Let's look at the next question. Jiaqi, Gwen and Patricia painted the walls of a room together. Jiaqi painted 4 by 7 of the walls. Gwen and Patricia painted an equal amount of the remaining area of the walls. Jiaqi painted 2 by 5 meters square more than the area of that Gwen and Patricia each painted. Find the total area of the walls that they painted. Give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. So let us draw this information in a bar model first. Here they have told Jiaqi has painted 4 by 7 of the wall. So here basically the wall has been divided into 7 units. Jiaqi has painted 4 units. Now Gwen and Patricia has painted the remaining area of this wall equally. So basically out of the 7 units, 4 units has been painted by Jiaqi and the remaining 3 units has been divided equally amongst Gwen and Patricia. So now when 3 units when we divide it by 2 it becomes 1.5 units, right? So Gwen and Patricia will have only 1.5 units, whereas Jiaqi has 4 units. Now after Gwen and Patricia has painted, they are saying Jiaqi has painted 2 by 5 meters square more than the area that Gwen and Patricia each painted. So basically this differential unit, which is 2.5 units. Basically, Jiaqi has painted 4 units, Gwen has painted only 1 unit, 1.5 unit, and Patricia has painted only 1.5 units. So the difference between either Jiaqi and Gwen or Jiaqi and Patricia will be equal to 2.5 square meters, which is 2.5 units is 2 by 5 meters square. So it becomes 2.5 units is 2 by 5 meters square. So 1 unit will be equal to 2 by 5 divided by 2.5. I repeat, 2.5 units is the differential unit. This differential unit is equal to 2 by 5 meters square. Now to find 1 unit, we will have to divide 2 by 5 divided by 2.5 to get the value of 1 unit. So how do we go about 2 by 5 divided by 2.5 can be rewritten as 5 by 2. That can be rewritten as 2 by 5 into 2 by 5. So that will be equal to 4 by 25 square meters. So 1 unit will be equal to 4 by 25 square meters. Now the question is find the total area of the wall that they painted. So now we know the total area of the wall is 7 units. How 7 units? It is 4 plus 1.5 plus 1.5, which is equal to 7 units. Total number of units will be 7. So 1 unit is 4 by 25 meters square. 7 units will be 7 into 4 by 25, which is equal to 28 by 25. This can be rewritten as 3 by 25 meters square. So this is the total area of the wall in mixed number. Let's look at the next question. Question 14. Nick had 2 identical containers. One container was completely filled with water. The other container was 5 by 9 filled with syrup. He used some water and some syrup to make a drink. He had the same amount of water and syrup he left. He used 2 by 5 liters of more water than the syrup. How much syrup did he have at first? Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. Now here Nick is having 2 identical containers and the one container is filled completely with water, whereas the second container is filled only 5 by 9 times, and he uses some water and some syrup to make juice, to make a drink. And they are saying he had the same amount of water and syrup left. After he used some water and syrup, he had the same amount of water and syrup. And then he has used 2 by 5 liters of more water than syrup. Okay. So let us draw this in the form of a bar model. So before, he had one container completely with water. Now since these are two identical containers and we are saying the syrup is 5 by 9. So basically we will divide one container as 9 units. So water there are 9 units and syrup there is 5 units. Because they are identical containers, we can take water as 9 units and syrup as 5 units because it is 5 by 9. Now after he has used some amount of water and syrup, they are saying he is left with equal amount of water and syrup. So in order for this to happen, he must have used 5 units of water and 1 unit of syrup to get 4 units equal each, correct? Now here if we see, we will know, and they are also saying he has used 2 by 5 liters of more water than syrup. So we are here, the differential unit between water and syrup is 4 units. So if he has used 5 units of water and 1 unit of syrup, the differential will be 4 units. Even if we used 6 units of water and 2 units of syrup, even then it becomes leftover water and syrup will be same, but even then the differential amount will be 4 units. So no matter how much they use in order to get the same water and syrup left, the differential amount will be 4 units. The 4 units is equal to 2 by 5 liters. So 1 unit will be equal to 2 by 5 divided by 4, that's equal to 2 by 5 into 1 by 4, which is 1 by 10. 2 and 4 cancels out by 2 times, it becomes 1 by 10 liters. So 1 unit is 1 by 10 liters. Now the question is, how much syrup did he have at first? Now how many units of syrup did he have? There were 5 units of syrup that he had at first. So 5 units is equal to 5 into 1 by 10, which is equal to 1 by 5 and 10 cancels out 2 times, so it becomes 1 by 2 liters. So he had half liters of syrup at first. Let's look at the last question. During the school holidays, Chris read 312 pages of a book at first. He read the remaining pages in 20 days with the same number of pages each day. During these 20 days, he read 1 by 12 of the books in 6 days. How many pages did he read in the 6 days? Now let's see how to go about it. We know for 6 days he has read 1 by 12 of the book. So for one day how much he would have read? 1 by 12 divided by 6, which is 1 by 12 into 1 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 72 of the book. Now we know in all the 20 days he has read the same number of pages each day. So for one day we know he has read 1 by 72 of the book. For 20 days it will be 20 into 1 by 72, which is 20 by 72, which is also equal to 5 by 18. He has read 5 by 18 of the book in 20 days. So at the end of 20 days he finishes the book, and those 20 days he has read 5 by 18, which means he has read 13 by 18, that is 1 minus 5 by 18, which is 13 by 18 of the book before the 20 days. So which means this 13 by 18 of the book is equal to 312 pages, which is mentioned in the question for us. Here they have given Chris has already read 312 pages before the 20 days, right? So the before 20 days he has read 5 by 18 of the book. So before 20 days he has finished 13 by 18 of the book. So 13 by 18 will be equal to 13 by 18 of the book will be equal to 312 pages. Now let us assume the total number of pages in the book is x. So basically 13 by 18 into x will be equal to 312. X will be equal to 312 divided by 13 by 18, which can be written as 13 by 312 into 18 by 13. 13 goes cancels 312 by 24 times. So x will be equal to 24 into 18, which is equal to 432. So the total number of pages in the book was 432 pages. Now we know in the question he has read 1 by 12 of the book in 6 days. So to find the number of pages he has read in 6 days, it will be 1 by 12 into 432, which is equal to 36. That is 12 cancels 432 by 36 times. So it becomes 1 into 36, it becomes 36 pages. So he has read 36 pages in 6 days. Thank you friends. Hope you found this video helpful. If yes, please do like, share with your friends and subscribe for more such useful videos. Feel free to comment your doubts down below and I shall get back to you at the earliest. See you soon with another math video. Bye.